Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am finally back. I know it's been a while, but here we are in 2026. So for today's video, it's gonna be plans for 2026 and the kickoff of those plans. So I hope everyone's doing good and having a great start to the year, and we'll just jump into this. It's been a while since I've recorded, so we'll see how this goes. So first off, I have my focus pieces that I did in 2025. So I thought I would show those to y'all because I'm not going to do a whip parade this year. There's just too much going on. So we'll start off with the progress that I made on these 3 whips. Actually, there were 4 focus pieces this year. One of them I got completed and I don't have with me. Maybe in the next video I will grab that and show you guys. But for now, see if I can find it here. Okay, this was a Heaven and Earth design, artwork by Dave Bartholet. It's a quick stitch last pack max color. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And for the year, I got $26,884 stitches done. Way far from my goal, but that's all right. I was trying to get to 50,000. It didn't happen. But this is where I'm at. I finally got to the antlers, and the cowboy. So it's really nice. I did get a frame built by my dad so I could do this whole piece all on the scroll frame. So that was nice. And I got it all set up for this year. Next up, I have Angel, which I got off of Etsy, and I got 22,469 stitches done. And this one takes a few seconds to load. In Pattern Keeper. I don't know why, but it does. This is what it'll look like when it is done. Seeing all my backgrounds from my computer. That's all right. And this is where we got on this one. Something popped up on my computer screen. So I'm really happy with it. I've gotten the full width of this piece. This is done on 32 count linen. I'm not the biggest fan of the linen, but I wanted this gray color for this project. So it's looking good. And the previous one, the quick stitch pack, it's done on 28 count. And both of them are 1/2 10 stitch. Okay, and the rest of my pieces are actually, we'll just do it. It's fine. Batman is the project that I completed with 7,321 stitches. Abandoned Hope was another one. I got 12,200 in... Oh, come on. Sorry guys, y'all might be seeing the top of my head quite a bit because I've got all my stuff down here in the floor. And this is actually in the plans for this year, so we will wait to do that. And then for the Haid Salve 2025, I didn't finish. I did get the 6 pages done though. And I completed 61,193 stitches on that one. Okay, so those are my stats of my focus pieces for 2025. Oh my goodness, there's stuff everywhere, guys. Okay. All right, so for my plans for this year, I have a list. I'm doing 5 categories or 5 games for this year. I'm going to be doing the Great British Bake Off with Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, following along with her, or at least trying to. Then I'm going to be doing focus on a finish for 2 projects, which is going to be 200 stitches per week. Then I'm going to do a new start every Friday. We're going to see. I'm going to try to do a new start every Friday. If I run out of fabric, then that will stop the new starts. But I think that will be the only interference with that. Then I have my 3, I guess, focus pieces for the year. Because they're ones that I want to get completed as soon as I can, and of course they're large projects. And I am going to be doing how many words are in each chapter of the Harry Potter books. So I'm doing Harry Potter Book 1, Chapter 1, and that has 3 projects in it. And I will be switching them out every chapter. So that will be Angel, The Last Pack, and Abandoned Hope. Those are my 3. I would really love to get 50,000 stitches on them. I'm sure that's not going to happen. I was nowhere close to that goal in 2025. So we will try to aim for that, I guess. It's probably an unrealistic goal, but it's a goal. And then last, I created a game called Stitch Quest, and it is Dungeons and Dragons-esque. It's rolling dice to get a stitch count. And then if you roll a certain number on a certain dice, then you go into a combat, which is just more stitches added on. There are 4 tiers. There's easy, which is a goal of 1,000 stitches. Medium, which is a goal of 5,000 stitches. Hard, a goal of 10,000 stitches. And epic, which is 50,000 stitches. I plan on showing you guys how to play, but I'm still tweaking it. So until I get it exactly how I want it, I'm going to play it off screen. And then once I've kind of solidified everything, I will roll on screen with you guys and see how y'all like that. So those are the plans for the year. We will see how long they last. I usually go through January, maybe February with plans, and then they kind of go out the window. But we will try and do this the whole year and see what happens. I'm going to try to work on more projects. That's the idea of all these plans. Because this past year, I think I worked on 11 projects out of quite a few. So maybe this will help get a rotation of all my projects through the year. It sounds like someone is mowing right now or weed eating. I don't know. And if y'all can hear snoring, that is Raven, my huge dog. She's asleep, covered up in her bed. For those of you who don't know or are new, I have a Great Dane boxer. She's huge and lovable and completely mine. Which I'm surprised she's not awake right now while I'm doing this. Usually she's up here trying to get on camera. But hopefully she stays asleep through all of this. Where to start? Let's start with my new start. So I'm recording this on the 1st, on Thursday. So tomorrow I will be starting this piece. It is called Superman. It is an Etsy purchase. And I completed the companion to this piece, I guess. At least I would call it. That was Batman. But this is Superman. I don't know where to hold this to not get a reflection. But that is Superman. So I will start that on Friday. There's no stitch count that I'm going for. It's just all Friday. That's the only piece I will work on Friday, which of course is after work, and you never know how many stitches I'm gonna do on Friday. It's kind of hit or miss. Next up, let's do our Harry Potter book 1, chapter 1, which is The Boy Who Lives, and this piece will get 4,500 stitches before we switch to a different one. This is a Heaven and Earth design pattern by Alchemy. And this is what it will look like. Tons of black. I finally, this year, got to another color. I don't mind stitching black. It's very relaxing to me to just stitch black. But I did finally get to another color this year. So here we are on that. This is done. It's either 25 or 28 count. And 1/, I said that wrong earlier. It's 2 strands over 1 10th stitch. All of my projects are over 1, except for a handful, like 1 or 2. I don't like doing over 2. It confuses my brain. There we are on that one. And we're starting out at 9.59% at 37,651 stitches out of 392,600 stitches. All right, that one is finished. We'll go to our focus on a finish, which is 200 per week to try and get them finished. And that is going to be the Hadesal 2025. It is Paradiso Canto 34. This is what it will look like when it is finished. You know, it's hard to see. There's a lot of white in here. And currently, 61,187 stitches out of 80. That's not quite right, because that is, let's see, it is 85 out of 85,498 stitches. And I don't have it fully unrolled for y'all, but I can show y'all where I'm at on it. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to unroll one more time for the last 4 or 5 rows, but this is the end. Let's see, I have this to go on that row of pages, and then one more row of pages. I think it's 2.5 pages left to go on it. So I'm going to try to get 200 done a week on it to get it finished up this year. And then the next focus on a finish of 200 per week is a stamped piece. I'd like to get this done. It's called Landscape, and this is 11 count. I have the bottom completed here, and I'm just working my way up, trying to color complete what I can without moving the frame. So here we have that. Now, and next up, that is the focus on finish. Those two are done. Great British Bake Off. Now, all of these in the Great British Bake Off, I decided to do paper patterns. So I have no idea where I'm at. There is a stitch count, which I'm kind of going to roughly guess as I go along. I'm not going to count every single stitch. More than likely, it's just going to be a rough estimate of the amount I need to get. And again, this is a game that Jen the Caffeinated Crafter is playing. If I remember, I will tag her below. So I'm just going off her numbers. And I have to go digging to find these. Have a whole basket over here of the ones I was picked for all the rounds, I guess, for this round. We will need this one. We don't need that one. We need this one. That one. This one. I should have done this beforehand. Sorry, guys. Of course, the last one. Okay. So, these are all attached to players in the Great British Bake Off show and how they do within the show. If you need explanation about how to play, I would go watch Jen's videos. She explains it really well. I'm not going to go into it because I'm just following her numbers. So I'm doing Coffee Octopus, what I call Coffee Octopus anyway, which is this guy. And most of these I've been working on for quite a long time. But then when I got into Pattern Keeper, I kind of just wanted to do Pattern Keeper projects. So this is hopefully going to help me get these knocked out. And this is where we are at. We have the first 2 pages, I believe, done. I've even actually done some back stitching, which is not my favorite thing to do. And I believe this is 14 count Aida, and it's a brown fabric. And this is actually full cross. And that is going to be getting 150 stitches. Next up, we have a Mill Hill Kit Octopus. And apparently I can't spell. Oh, this is what it looks like. And it will be getting 100 stitches. And I just have a very, very small start. Yeah. And it is on the perforated paper. I can't say that. Can't even see what I've gotten done. I mean, I might have 10 stitches in there. But this one should not take long to get finished, maybe a round or 2, and then we will pick something else to go in its place. That one will probably be really nice to work on after work one day. Just a little small thing to get accomplished. Okay, we have Blue Flower. This is an Artiste piece. I believe I got this off of Amazon. And this is what it'll look like. This is on 14 count Aida. Most of these are on a larger count because I like something to do before bed, and I don't want to have to drag my light out or my magnifier out to do things. So I'm gonna assume that this is the top and this is where we're starting from. This is full cross. And I think this is not full coverage. Yeah, I don't think it's full coverage. So that one is going to be getting 250 stitches on it. We'll do this one next. Well, both of these are really big punches. Kind of. Next up is Hedwig. I don't want all the pages. That is what it will look like. And it is 14 count, full cross. This is where we are starting from. And this will be getting 50 stitches. so not a lot. Last up for Great British Bake Off is Haunted Mansion. And this will be the one and only time you see it because the contestant that this one is attached to was eliminated this round. Do I have a... Okay, hold on. This is what it will look like. It is on 14 count. And did I start? I started at the bottom. And this is what we've got done. We will see how this one goes. If I get more into it and it's not looking great, then we're gonna stop it. It was one of those it was one of those that I got because I liked the picture, but I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. Because of course it's not a Hade or Pain Free Crafts or any of those. Okay, so that is all. Oh, and that one will be getting 300 stitches. And that'll be the last time you see it for this round of Great British Bake Off. Okay, last game is my Stitch Quest game. And okay, I do have all of them. We'll start with easy to hard. So I did all my rolls previously. And first one for our easy one is going to be Nightmare Before Christmas. I believe this was a 2023 stitch along. I don't even have it in Pattern Keeper at the moment. So I don't have what it's going to look like in the end. Hopefully I can find it. If I can't, then I guess this is going to be changing. But this is on some 14 count Ada that I dyed very poorly. And you can't even tell, but it's got some pink in it. And this is where we're starting at. And that one will need 160 stitches. For our medium tier, we are going to be working on, I will be working on Howling Moon. This is a Thread Geeks pattern. This is what it will look like when it is finished. And there is no background on this one, which I was kind of sad about. So there's a possibility I will do a background after all the other stitches are done. And for the stats on this one, we are going to be starting at 13.76% with 5,577 completed out of 40,536. And this is on 25 or 28 count tent stitch. And I think on this one I was doing cross-country color completing for the first row of pages. I don't know if I'll continue. I mean, I will continue it until I get the first row of pages done, but after that, I'll kind of see where I want to go from there. And this one will be getting 880 stitches. Next up is Beloved. It's a Hade, from Hade. It's a supersized chart. It is by Adele Nessler. This is what it will look like when it is completed. And currently, we're at 5.4%. We've completed 41,104 stitches out of 761,238 stitches. And this is on 25 count. And it is, I am doing tent stitch on it. It looks amazing so far. I mean, look at the detail in that. Look at his eye. It's amazing, and I really want to get more on this done. After I finish my big focus pieces, this is what's going to go in its place. Because I would love to finish this in my lifetime. I'm definitely a process stitcher, not a progress stitcher, because I like to start things. It's just how it is. And that one will be getting 850 stitches. That is our hard tier. Now, I did roll for the epic tier, which is a goal of 50,000 stitches. I won't be starting it this week because I haven't got the fabric yet. This is for the 2026 Hade Sal. I am doing Vanity Still. This is what it will look like when it is done. Okay, I had the perfect angle a minute ago. There we go. And I got some, I believe, Bestitch Me fabric, and it takes a little bit to get here. I have all the threads that I need for this project, but I'm just waiting on the fabric, and so that will wait until I get the fabric in before we start that one. And it will need 1,300 stitches. So that is all the plans for this week. Hopefully I will come back next week and show you my progress. We'll kind of have to see on that. If it's going to be every week, every 2 weeks, I'm not sure. But for the plans, the Great British Bake Off, I'm hoping to be a weekly update on that, or try to get those stitches done every week. Also, the Focus on a Finish, that one as a weekly one as well. And the New Start, of course, because it'll be every Friday. After that, it's kind of up in the air. The Harry Potter book stitches, that is just going to be ongoing until I get the 4,500 stitches done, and then we'll go on to the next chapter. Stitch Quest, I want to get all of them completed before I do rolls again. As of right now. We'll see. If it's just taking me too long to get my epic and my hard done, then I will roll for my easy and medium before I roll for these again. But I would like to get all of them done and then do all my rolls. But we will see. We'll kind of play that one by ear as we go along. So I think I can get the Great British Bake Off done this week from tomorrow to next Thursday or Friday. I will start Superman on Friday and get my 200 stitches for focus on a finish. Those I'm gonna do first. After that, we'll see what I get done. Great British Bake Off will accumulate every time Jen puts out the new numbers. So if I don't get them done, they'll just accumulate as we go along. Focus on a finish, those will accumulate. If I don't get that week done, then they'll accumulate to next week. Those are the only ones that will be accumulating week per week. So those are the plans. Those are the ones I'm going to work on this week or until you see me next time. I think that's everything. I hope everyone's enjoying whip parades, the whip parade season. I know I am. That's what I am gonna go do while this video uploads. Go pick one and sit down and stitch. So I hope everyone has a great New Year's Day, and I will see y'all in the next one, hopefully with some good stitch counts. So I will see y'all later, and have a good one. Bye.